Hey guys, Kris here with Century 21 First Canadian. We're here with my good friend Mandy Leishman from RMA Mortgages. And one of the things that I really love about my job is I love educating people and I love helping them use real estate to achieve their financial success. So after the stats came out last month regarding the average house price in London, did you know that from August 2019 to August 2020, the average house price in London rose by over 22%, which is insane. So that just got me thinking about the people that have owned homes for a little while, how much equity they actually have. So I wanted to do this video to teach people what they can do with their equity to help them get ahead. And by equity, what we mean is the market value of their property minus any money that they owe on the property. So we wanted to play out a little scenario for you guys using the average house price of a home back in 2015, which was $260,000. Currently, the average house price of a home is just over $500,000. So, Mandy, back in 2015, somebody who was a first-time buyer put down 5% on their home. What would their monthly payments have looked like, and how much would they have paid off in that 5 years?
Great question, Kris. So back in 2015, someone's mortgage payment would be just over $1,000. Now, in 2020, they would have a balance of roughly $217,000, meaning they would have about $39,000 worth of equity, plus the appreciation of $240,000 that you discussed, leaving them with a total amount of about $279,000 in equity, which is a lot of money.
Whoa. So we wanted to give you guys two possible scenarios of what you could do with that equity. The first possibility was upgrading, buying yourself a better house. So again, we're gonna use the average price. So we're gonna say that you sold your house for $500,000 and you're looking at purchasing a newer, bigger, better home with a pool, you know, all the things that you wanted for around $700,000. So Mandy, what would their new mortgage look like today using the equity from the sale of their first house and purchasing this new one?
Yeah, so we did the math, and based on a purchase of $700,000, we're gonna take all that existing equity, because that's a great amount of money, minus land transfer fees, legals, and any associated closing costs, leaving them with a mortgage of $450,000. with only mortgage payments of about $1,900 a month, roughly. And you're living in a big, beautiful $700,000 home.
So the second possibility is that we keep our current home, refinance it, use some of the equity out of that house to purchase a second rental property. So for this scenario, we're gonna have to use 20% down, and then we are going to look at a rental property with a purchase price of around $400,000. So could you break down the numbers for us on what your current home would look like, the monthly payments, after we've pulled out enough to put down on the rental property?
The property that we're discussing, their principal residence, has about $183,000 worth of existing equity. You don't want to pull that all out because you only have to put down a 20% plus all your closing costs. So let's say that they pull out $80,000 for the down payment plus any legals and closing costs associated. That will leave them with a new mortgage amount of about $322,000. and only upping your mortgage payments to about $1,300 a month.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So just to be clear, your mortgage payments on your current home would only go up around $300 a month, and you'd have enough money, pulling nothing out of your pocket, to be able to purchase a $400,000 rental property.
Absolutely, and still keeping some equity in the existing property.
Awesome. So what we want to look at now then is what would the monthly payments look like for the investment property?
The breakdown on that, Kris, is that the clients would have a mortgage amount for about $320,000, leaving them with payments of about $1,355 per month.
If you're having those payments of $1,350 a month, obviously the ideal situation is that you're able to rent it out for more money than you are going to owe on the mortgage and any other expenses that you have, so it completely covers your costs and maybe even makes you a little bit of money per month as well. So that's a really great scenario. Now you're building equity on your current home, and you're also building equity on the investment property, and all you're paying is an extra $300 a month.
Absolutely.
I hope that you guys have found the information in this video very educational And I wanted to point out that the numbers that we're using today are just average numbers. So if you want to know what your numbers would look like on your particular property, feel free to reach out to either Mandy or myself at any point in time. We would love to help you out. Also, no matter when you're watching this video, whether it's right after we release it or whether it's years down the road, all of the information is still going to be relevant. The numbers may just have changed a little bit. I wanted to thank Mandy very much for coming out and for providing those numbers for us. I know it was a lot of work, so thank you for your time. I really appreciate that. And if you guys have any other topics that you'd like us to discuss, we'd love to put out some more of these educational videos for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.